One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. About to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Huskies headed quickly to the line. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Back to throw, it's Bostic. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short on the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Makes the grab past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. The tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Makes the grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football. Now you got a 4th down situation.
They've already converted a 4th down here in the 1st quarter, and they'll try it again. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Huskies are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Bostic. The short hands, it's Beckham. Breaks into the open.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Floating away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Beckham. Shakes off the defender. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Give to the fullback. Backed up now, here's second and long. He'll ride his man on the option. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Motion from the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Going for the goal line, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies!
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Minnesota delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Minneapolis for some time. And if this team's not careful, it could become a football school again like it was back in the 1930s and 40s. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Powers through the defender. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll try to get it through the air. Right down the middle. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Looking to throw, it's busted. Sings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Washington. A great catch and run for 6.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Plenty of as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll send the back in motion. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And some room to work. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The throw. Snagged out of the air. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gets the back moving, leaves it with the back, runs through a tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time on target. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's busted. That's reeled in. It's Beckham. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets it fly. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're